Let's do it.
So, we are back.
The boys are back.
Welcome to Stevens Point's main event. We're going to call it episode 17.
Hell yeah.
Just fall right back in track, right? How's it going, Mikey?
Awesome, JJ.
So, we've been gone.
Couple months.
I was going to do the math.
Refresh the batteries.
Yeah. I was going to do the math and figure out what
Recharge the batteries, I should say.
episode we would be on if we would have stuck with it. But yeah, episode 17. Wish we could come back to something to talk about.
Yeah.
Wrestling has been
embarrassingly bad.
It's been
absolutely embarrassingly bad.
Yeah, I fell asleep watching Raw last night.
Raw last night, and this is not a compliment, but Raw last night was not as bad as the previous 2 weeks. But it wasn't good, but it was average. It wasn't horrible, but it was average. And I went to bed before the main event because the main event was so predictable.
Yeah.
You knew with Seth wrestling Dean that he was not going to lose that title. So it was obviously that he was not going to lose that title.
It was Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
I kind of liked.
I thought Strowman might have came out, but he didn't.
I liked how Rollins came out and said, "Yeah, the show sucks."
Yeah.
So at least they know. Why can they not fix it? Like what's the hang up that they keep putting out garbage every week? SmackDown's not any better. We've been gone for, let's call it 3 months, and nothing exciting.
SmackDown is not good, but there was an episode of Raw like 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. That might have been the worst show of wrestling I've seen in
one in Milwaukee.
30 years. It was absolutely disgusting.
That's the night wrestling died. I think they put on.
It was absolutely terrible. Yeah. It was the night before our point 4.
Yeah.
And I told the wife, I said I would have walked right out. If I would have paid, halfway through that show, I would have walked out.
You're paying at least $50 for nosebleed seats at a Raw.
Yes.
And it's garbage.
Just terrible.
So yeah, the only big news that I think that we've missed while we were gone is Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And that his leukemia came back, and he might be out for good.
Well, this is the second time, and I'm far from a medical expert, but a lot of times when you go through cancer the second time, it's a lot worse.
Yeah.
So I think if he comes back, and I'm saying that if he comes back, I think it's going to be at least a year. I don't think it's going to be like a few months and then he's back, because cancer kind of kicks your body down, like way down.
Yeah. So yeah, ratings are going down every week. You're getting like 2 million viewers.
Yeah.
That's unheard of, right?
People would rather watch like a C or a D rated football game than watch Raw.
Yeah, what was it, Jaguars and Titans?
No, last night was the Vikings and Seahawks.
Okay, last week was, I don't know, anyway.
Yeah, but...
So, okay, we got TLC coming up on Sunday. Anything there that interests you at all?
There's a couple matches that could be good.
What's going to happen with Braun Strowman? Is he going to show up? He's going to be able to go?
He's going to show up, and he'll win, because they got to have something. They got to have something have Brock do something at Rumble. So that's going to be the match, Strowman against Brock at the Rumble. And then I think the main event of TLC, I shouldn't say. If I was booking the show, the main event would be the triple threat for the women's title on SmackDown. Asuka, Charlotte, and Becky. That should be the main event.
Yeah. There's nothing else that compares.
That's the only match I'm really, really looking forward to. I think AJ and Danny and Bryan could steal the show.
Yep.
I think Seth and Dean, they have a great chemistry whenever they've wrestled.
Oh yeah, Ambrose is back, right?
Yeah. But I think the triple threat match between Charlotte, Becky, and Asuka. If I was booking it, and Becky Lynch is my favorite wrestler. What I would do is there was a chemistry before she got hurt, unfortunately, between her and Ronda. What I would do is get the SmackDown title off of Becky.
And put her on Raw?
Have her win the Rumble, and then have her challenge Ronda at Mania.
Title versus title?
No.
Or just a match?
Just a match for Ronda's title. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the winner of the Rumble gets to pick what title they go after.
But the champion's usually not in the Rumble.
Well, I would have her lose.
You would have her lose it. Okay.
Either this week or just drop it sometime. And then I would have, because there was a chemistry.
Oh, yeah.
And I like that chemistry between her and Ronda. Mm-hmm. And they need to capitalize on that. And they're not going to have the SmackDown champion against the Raw champion at WrestleMania.
No. They could. It wouldn't. They've done
my other idea for the Rumble is, see how you like this one, is AJ I don't think AJ's gonna. I wouldn't have AJ win the belt from Brian.
He doesn't.
TLC.
Yeah, he doesn't want the belt anymore.
What I would do is have Brian beat AJ either clean or some screwy whatever. Have AJ enter the Rumble like at 1 or 2, and have him go all through and win the Rumble, and then after the match, kind of like Nakamura did last year, they ask him, what title do you want to go after? And then AJ says these 3 words, I want Brock. And AJ gets his victory back.
Yeah.
That way, you have the best wrestler, in my opinion, on Raw.
Yeah.
You switch AJ to Raw, you have the best wrestler on Raw. That way, the ratings would go up.
People are going to want to watch because people love AJ.
Yeah.
They
you
just
have so many ways you could go with AJ as champ. You could have AJ versus Rollins. Mm-hmm. You could have eventually maybe AJ versus Reigns if he comes back.
Yep. I don't see Reigns
AJ versus
back for a couple of years.
AJ versus McIntyre.
I don't know.
Just throwing it out there.
I liked AJ coming in and winning. That would be awesome. I'd like to see.
Because AJ's pretty much pretty much faced everybody at SmackDown.
Yep.
So
there's nothing else there.
Yeah.
When do they have the draft, or what do they call it?
Usually a couple days after Mania.
Mania.
Couple weeks after Mania. Usually.
What do they call it?
Like the shakedown. Superstar shake-up or something like that.
I liked the draft before.
Yeah.
We know it was fixed, but it was still. So what do you see happening with the 3-way? I'd like to see Asuka finally win.
I wouldn't mind that.
And then maybe a Charlotte, Becky little feud before
the Rumble.
Before the Rumble, just to keep some heat there.
I will say this: the last couple of weeks on Raw, one of the few things I've noticed on Raw was Nia Jax keeps bringing up breaking Becky's face. Like every week, she brings up breaking Becky's face. Well, Ronda is facing Nia.
Yeah,
I think Becky's going to get involved in that match. I think Becky's going to cost Nia that match.
Break her face.
Why? I mean, why else keep talking about it and talking about it?
I think it's just because the internet went crazy on Nia saying you're such a horrible wrestler.
She is. She's very unsafe.
So sloppy. Who turned around and punches
I agree with
full
what Chris
force?
Jericho said. Chris Jericho said in one of his podcasts, he pretty much said, guys, I'm going to take you behind the curtains here. It's not real. You don't really have to punch somebody in the face.
Yeah.
This is not UFC.
Yep.
Act like you're punching somebody in the face, but if I,
I don't know what she was thinking.
6 inches from you, and you actually literally punch somebody in the face, it's going to do some damage.
Enough to break their nose.
Yeah.
That's and
especially the size of Nia Jax.
That's
all that weight coming.
300-400 pounds coming at you.
Yeah.
She's a big mama. So wrestling still sucks. TLC Royal Rumble's coming up next month. Let's you want to jump into football or you want to stick with wrestling?
Doesn't matter to me.
So we had a little powwow on Saturday night. Getting a little excited for Frontline Pro Wrestling coming to Point.
Yes, Frontline Pro Wrestling. Probably
April of 2019. We know some stuff that might happen, but we can't say anything till it's confirmed. But if what we're predicting happened, it's going to be
big.
It's going to be big. Stevens Point's going to be. That's going to be a big show. It's going to be a good one. So we'll be there.
Well, we'll definitely be there.
We'll probably
maybe do some Facebook Live.
We'll do something. We'll interview wrestlers. We'll be a part of that, hopefully. Like I said, everything's still up in the air, wishful thinking. But yeah, Frontline Pro Wrestling alone is going to be huge next year. They've got like 3 or 4 shows in the first 2 or 3 months. So keep indie wrestling alive and go pay $10-20 for a ticket and support these guys. Anything else with wrestling?
I don't have anything really.
I want to talk about Frontline so much, but we can't.
I know. It's nothing's confirmed yet. There's just a few rumors that.
But it was exciting, right?
Yes.
Am I the only one that marked out a little bit?
No, I was excited too. There's a few rumors that if they come true,
you're going to be extremely satisfied.
Extremely excited.
Extreme. You didn't have to wink. NFL. We haven't talked about. I don't think we were on. I think we were one of our last episodes. I think episode 16 was around preseason, right?
Around that.
So we're looking at probably 14 weeks ago. Packers fired their coach.
I was very happy about it.
Yeah, but do you think they should have waited till like the end of the season?
I hear a bunch of people on TV talk about that. I personally think, looking back on it, I think McCarthy will be happy that they ripped the Band-Aid off, because if they would have kept him for the last 4 games, every reporter would have said, "You think you're going to fire Mike? You think you're going to fire Mike? You think you're going to fire Mike?" Yeah. So I think it's better this way for Mike McCarthy, just to rip the Band-Aid off. He can relax. Either
can he accept a job now? Let's say let's say the Browns want to hire him next year. Can they hire him, or do the Browns have to wait till the end of the season?
No, they can hire him tomorrow, I think.
Oh, I thought maybe the season had to be over.
I don't think, because actually I don't know how that works, because I know the Browns have an interim coach. I think because the Browns have a title interim coach, I think they can hire him. I'm excited about who the Packers hire. I'm kind of anxious to see who they get.
There's rumors of Josh McDaniels.
Oh, that's the first name that came to my mind.
That's what I first thought of, because I've heard that before. Brett Favre said no. That
would have been a disaster. That would have been an absolute disaster.
The gunslinger.
The reason why McCarthy got fired is because there was backdoor friction between Rodgers and McCarthy.
Really?
That's the rumor I heard. Well, this is no rumor. Do you remember how much Rodgers and Favre hated each other?
Yeah.
Hated each other. That would have been a disaster.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But I would love to see Josh McDaniels for a couple of reasons. He's got that New England offense.
He's young.
He's used to working with an older, established quarterback with an ego. Yeah. I love Rodgers, but he's got a bit of an ego, just like Tom Brady does.
Yep.
So I think Rodgers needs somebody at this point of his career to get in his face and say, "Hey, you're not doing this right." McCarthy, the last couple of years, was kind of afraid to coach. He was coached everybody else, but he was kind of afraid to coach Rodgers.
Yeah.
I don't think McDaniels will have that problem.
I don't think so. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be McDaniels. I can't think of anybody else who it would be.
I heard rumors, and I hope to God this doesn't happen because I really don't like this person. He's a damn good coach, but he's just a jerk. I heard rumors about Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Oh,
that would suck.
Would make me want to puke. I just cannot stand that guy. He's just a jerk. Mm-hmm. He's a good coach, but you can be a good coach and not be a jerk.
Yep. Yeah. I haven't liked him since he took Jim McMahon's spot in Chicago. Because I was a huge Bears fan back when I was a kid. And when
what's wrong with you?
I don't know. Walter Payton. I loved Walter Payton.
Actually, I like Sweetness. Payton was one of my favorites.
Yep.
So.
Let's see. What else is going on in football world?
I predicted, not to toot my own horn, but preseason, if any of you out there remember, I predicted the Chargers and the Rams in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I think I wrote it down.
I think the Chargers are 10-3, and I think the Rams just lost their second game, so it's still possible.
Yeah.
An all LA Super Bowl.
Where's the Super Bowl?
Atlanta. And I don't think the Falcons have a chance to get there.
I could have swore I wrote that down. It might have been farther back.
It was a few months back.
Yeah. I got 3 pages of notes here on week 15. 16-0, 17. Week 17, I wrote extremely excited. So
we didn't do a top 10 list. I forgot to do a top 10 list. I completely spaced. That's our gimmick.
Did we have any ideas before we left?
I don't know. I completely spaced.
We got to think of something quick. Let's just do one. We're only 20 minutes in.
Well, would it have to be wrestling related, or
You can do whatever you want, Mike.
I have no idea.
We run the show, dude.
I know, but I can't think. I can't.
How about top 10 favorite soups?
Chicken noodle.
I'd have to go with clam chowder. Is clam chowder a soup?
Actually,
If it's chowder? Because it's...
I don't know. You people vote out there. Is clam chowder a soup or a chowder?
Yeah. If you go by its name, it's a chowder.
Yeah.
And is chowder soup? I don't think it's soup. Because stew isn't soup. What the hell is that?
This is my phone.
Oh.
But
Like, who's whispering? Okay, let's get real here. Top 10 what? Let's do top 10 worst gimmicks.
okay.
Worst gimmicks. Part 2?
Part 2.
Part 2. The deuce. All right. I can't think of anything right now. And I don't remember what I said last time. What week was that?
I'm thinking of one that I don't think we mentioned. Glacier.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I've completely spaced about doing a top 10.
When did we do top 10 worst gimmicks?
I don't remember.
Mike's top 10 females. Well, that must have been when you weren't here.
All right.
Let's see. I can't think. Let's do a simpler top 10.
Yeah.
Did we lose our touch? Did we lose?
No. It's just we didn't think about.
Yeah, we didn't plan on top 10.
Top 10 favorite football players of all time. No, we did favorite Packers.
Yeah.
Top 10 favorite football players. Can you name top 10? Can you do 10?
I can think of 10, but I can't put them in order.
We don't have to put them in order. Just
Okay. My favorite was Walter Payton.
okay. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Not at all.
Okay.
My favorite player growing up, and might surprise people out there, was not a Green Bay Packer.
What?
My favorite football player growing up, and I'd probably have him number 1 on my list, was Barry Sanders.
I was going to say Barry Sanders. Yeah, can you imagine him on a better team?
Oh my God!
How many
he never
Super Bowls?
put anything around him. Never.
That guy was just like a snowplow, man. He would just bust through lines and just. Yeah, I loved him. I liked Herschel Walker.
Okay.
Dallas Herschel Walker. All right, what else you got?
I liked. This was a little before my time, but I remember watching like the old NFL films on ESPN.
Yeah.
And he was a bear, but it just signified what football is supposed to be.
Dick Butkus.
Dick Butkus.
Yep, I knew you were going to say that. Butkus.
The guy blew out his knee, and they didn't really have any testing back then. Blew out his knee, and he missed one play. And after he stopped playing, they did a test on his knee, and he pretty much played 9 years after that injury with no ACL on his knee. None. And he missed one play. Think about that.
That dude's tough. Can you imagine somebody doing that?
Now, if somebody blows out their knee, it's like
you're done for the rest of the season.
A year and a half.
Yeah. I'm going to say Brett Favre.
Okay. My sister and my mom would love you for that. They love Brett Favre, and I like Brett Favre too.
What else you got?
Probably the best quarterback I ever seen,
Joe Montana.
It makes me really, really angry when I hear people compare Brady to him.
No
way in hell.
Go home.
No way in hell.
Let's see.
I always liked Dan Marino.
Oh yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
Dan Marino always, that's who Rodgers always reminds me of, was Dan Marino.
Yeah.
Because in the 80s, it was, if you were a Joe Montana fan or a Dan Marino fan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like today. Now it's Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Joe Montana had the rings.
Yeah.
Dan Marino had the talent.
Yeah.
Dan Marino, if any GM of the Dolphins would have put anything around him,
you'd have 5-6 rings. Easy.
My opinion of quarterbacks is people that make lesser talent better.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Joe Montana, but he had Jerry Rice and Roger Craig and John and Taylor. He had players. Dan Marino made Mark Duper and Mark Clayton look like all pros, and they were not all pros at all.
Yep. I'm going to put Jerry Rice on here.
Jerry Rice, I like that.
You have any favorite kickers?
Oh, favorite kickers.
No, that was a trick question.
No, we gotta support the kickers.
Do we?
Morton Anderson. Remember Morton Anderson, lefty?
Was that from Detroit?
He would play for New Orleans for years and years and years.
I can't think of any kickers.
Chris Jackie.
All right, let's see. Who else? You know who I really liked when I was a kid was Icky Woods.
Ooh, the Icky Shuffle.
Yeah. I made my own Icky Woods jersey because you couldn't find Cincinnati Bengal merch in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
What are we up to now?
I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I liked, he wasn't the greatest. I'll freely admit he wasn't the greatest. But I always liked him because he was physical and he broke his nose his name was Chuck Cecil.
Chuck Cecil.
He was a safety for the Packers. And he played for a couple of different teams after the Packers. But literally, they had to change the helmet because of him, because he would lead with his helmet every game.
Yeah.
And within the first quarter, he broke his nose. He would be gushing blood from his nose.
So they put an extra bar in there that's spacer?
They literally had to change the helmet because of him.
Chuck Cecil. So that's a Cecil plate, huh? Or a Cecil bar?
Pretty much.
It'd be funny if that's actually what it's called.
Another guy I used to love. I guess this guy didn't last nearly that long because...
Bo Jackson?
Bo Jackson. You can put Bo
I'm
Jackson.
putting Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson.
I can't believe I didn't put
I
it on
love
there.
Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
But the guy I was thinking of, and it only lasted a couple of years, because his running style wasn't gonna be a 15-year pro. Mm-hmm. Christian Okoye.
Oh yeah. Chiefs.
But I was watching the documentary on him, and he pretty much said the way his running style was, he knew he was only gonna be 4 or 5 years. He always ran guys over, lowered their shoulder, and guys like that don't last long.
No, you're not taking care of yourself. But yeah, he got the job done.
Yeah.
Just wasn't healthy about it.
Our next top 10 will be more organized.
Yeah. Why did we forget to do a top 10?
I have no idea.
We were
That's
excited.
our gimmick.
This was, we were like excited for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. We planned on doing this, right?
Yeah. And I completely spaced on it.
So yeah, I hope we didn't lose too many viewers being gone for so long.
No.
We got
come back.
We got a pretty good response on point 4, our special episode.
Did we?
Oh yeah, we've doubled the views that we had on episode 16. So that makes me happy. So yeah, in a couple of weeks we're gonna be doing.
I was gonna say, when's the next point 4?
We're gonna have a point 4 coming up soon. Probably January. Probably we'll do one
after the holidays.
After the holidays, we'll do one a month. We'll get Rocco and Billy in here. We're gonna be doing our Twitter or maybe subscription. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel or like our Facebook page or follow us on Twitter, you'll be entered to win some
pretty cool prizes. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, we'll obviously have them here with us and then say, hey, this is what you could win. It's going to be autograph photos of wrestlers, past and present. So maybe even some action figures. Maybe if you subscribe, like, and share. Our biggest thing is sharing. So if we could get more people to share our videos, then you might get a better prize. Because I've got some action figures and boxes that I can probably give away if people are interested in, or we'll just throw them in here with a remedy.
Exactly. It's Stone Cold.
It's Stone Cold. What else you got, man? We good?
I think we're good.
So welcome back.
Welcome back. The boys are back in town.
We'll be here every week. Plus point 4. So thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping in touch with us and not giving up on us. So.
Keep sharing those videos.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.